All right, my friends, welcome. Good evening. My name is Carlos. I'll take you guys through foam rolling slash yin practice tonight. So we're gonna work our way through the body with the foam roller. It's gonna get very, very intense, especially when we get to the quads and the IT bands. So if you have a drink, drink up. Whatever you need to do, try to endure the sensations and endure the pain as best you can. In this practice, you want to lean into the sensation as opposed to shy away. So if it's intense, it's supposed to be. Try to grip through it as best you can, breathe through it, and know that afterwards you're going to feel a nice bit of a lot of release. So you should feel a lot better afterwards. But in the midst of it, it's going to be pretty intense. So just try to embrace the fact that you're doing something good for yourself. Okay. Today we're going to start laying down with the roller on the back of your neck. So slowly make your way there. The roller goes behind you. Just find your way to your back. And let the roller, if you have the bumpy parts, get it right in the middle of the neck. It's just so the roller is basically cradling your neck. Let your arms relax by your sides and then bring your legs into a butterfly position, but not too tight. So the heels can be a little more forward. Soles of the feet together, knees wide, arms relaxed. So close your eyes there. We'll just start with some deep breathing. So first off, just exhale all the air from your mouth. Very slowly take a deep inhale through your nose as you fill up. And then a nice smooth open mouth exhale. Let it out. Two more like that again. Deep breath in. Full breath out. One more that way. Inhale through the nose, filling up. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Good. This time, inhale through your nose for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open mouth, exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This time 6. Inhale. Hold for 6. Exhale for 6. Slower inhale for 7. Hold for 7. Exhale for 7. Last one. Inhale for 8. Hold for 8. Exhale for 8. Return to breathing normally. Just focus on breathing deep. As you breathe here, begin to gently rock your head from side to side, just right and left. Just rock it out there. Play with lifting your chin up a little bit, rocking a little higher. Tuck the chin down, rock a little lower. Good. Now, pause in the middle, take the roller lower towards the upper back, and then let the head fall back on, neck fall back on. And again, rock side to side. Should be at a lower portion of your neck. Feel free to pause on any sticky spots. This one should feel pretty good to start. Okay, pause in the center. Take it to the upper portion of your neck, at the base of the skull. And again, just rock there. Good. Pause in the middle. Lift your head up and take the roller out of the way. Just push the roller back. Bring your head to the ground. Hug your knees to your chest. Once you squeeze the knees in, take a little rock side to side. Maybe some small circles in one direction. In the other direction. Good. Pause there. Open the knees wide. Hug the knees towards your armpits. Kick your feet up. Take it gentle. Have your baby. You can grab the ankles or the feet. And again, a little rock side to side there. Point and flex your toes a few times. If you grab the ankles and point and flex the toes a few times, stretching into the ankles there. Good. Pause. You can readjust the grip to the feet again if you want. Open your right leg out to the right side, so the right leg straightens, and hug your left knee down more. Try to keep the spine flat. So as you're pulling your left knee down, you can open the right knee a little wider, breathe into the right inner thigh. And then bring that right leg back and switch. Kick the left leg out, hug the right knee down. Pull the left leg open as you draw the right knee closer to the mat. Both sides are pulling. Good. Come back. Release your feet down. Draw the knees together. Take your feet wide, or maybe about feet as wide as the mat, with the knees falling into each other. Arms out, and begin to drop your knees from side to side. Whatever side the knees go to, let your chin fall opposite. And let the spine just begin to find some rotation, some relaxation there through your lower back especially. Okay, then come back to center. Feet flat, arms by your sides. 5 rounds of a gentle bridge, just back and forth. So as you inhale, drive the hips up high, suck the tail, keep the neck long. As you exhale, slowly lower back down from neck to tail. 4 more. Inhale, drive the hips up, tuck the tail, press hips to sky, lengthen hip flexors. Exhale, come down. Again, inhale up. Exhale down. 2 more. Inhale up. Exhale down. Last one. Inhale up. And exhale down. Good. Bring your knees in, grab your hamstrings, cross your ankles. Gently begin to rock and roll back and forth. Gain some momentum here, but just roll the full length of your spine, top to bottom. In 3, just rolling up to a seat. In 2. And 1, roll up to a seat with your legs crossed. Sit up nice and tall. Whatever leg is in front is fine. Inhale, lengthen up. As you exhale, just walk your hands forward and just fold. Drop to the elbows, drop your head, relax your shoulders. And just start to notice how your lower back feels here. Make any adjustments you need to make in your hips there. Let yourself melt forward. Keep the sit bones glued to the mat. Let your spine lengthen and your forehead drop towards the earth. Deep breaths there. Just let the lower back get a little bit of relaxation. Creating a little space in the lumbar. Whatever leg you have in front, Crawl your torso over to that side and fold over that leg. So if it's the right leg in front, you're folding over right knee. If it's left leg in front, you're folding over left knee. And just relax there. Getting a slight rotation, side body stretch as you relax into the fold. And then crawl back to center. Push yourself up slowly. Switch out your legs so that the other leg is in front. Sit up tall, take a breath in. On the exhale, just fold forward first. And once you make it all the way down, lift your head up a little bit and walk over to whatever leg is in front, folding over that knee. Whatever side you didn't do on the other side. Again, just breathe. Just notice what you're feeling there in the spine and the hips. You're gonna walk back to center. Push yourself up. Take an inhale, lengthen up. As you exhale, twist over to your right. Just rotate for a second. Stay there, breathe in. Stay there, breathe out. And then come back through center and switch to the other side. Once you get there, big inhale for length. Exhale to rotate. One more breath there, big inhale. Full exhale. Good, release that. Find your roller. Extend your legs forward. We're gonna start with the right calf muscle. So the roller is horizontal. Place it right at the base of the calf. So if you were to divide your calf into 3 sections, you're gonna work the lower third of your calf, okay? So press it onto the front part of the roller. Bring the left leg on top. And just simply turn the leg from side to side. So the turn comes from the hip, just rotate in and out. And try to press the calf into the roller. Start to notice what you're feeling. It might not be too much on the lower portion, might be a lot. A couple more, go back and forth. Good, now pause right in the middle. Lift your butt up and then roll the bottom third. Just roll it back and forth. So just that bottom third of the calf. Okay, and then pause, turn a little to the inside of it, and then again, roll the bottom third, but more the inner portion of the calf, so that your right toes are pointing a bit to the left. This might be more intense for the majority of us on the inside usually. Pause, lower your butt back down, bring it a little higher now right into the middle third of the calf. So right in that center portion. And then just begin again just to rock side to side. From the hip, press into it with your left leg pressing into the right. And then lift your butt up again. And now roll the middle third. Just back and forth. Stay in the center to start. Back and forth. Good, and pause. Turn to the inner portion of that middle and roll the inner portion of the middle. So toes pointing a bit to the left. Okay, pause, lower your butt back down. Find the upper third of the calf now. And just go side to side. This might be the most tender portion of it. For me, it is. It varies depending on your body. Good. Pause there. Find the center. Lift up. Roll the middle portion. Sorry, the upper portion, but stay in the center of it. Okay, pause. Turn to the inside portion and roll the upper inner portion. Good. Pause. Come back down. Okay. Release the legs. Put the roller out of the way. Going to cross your left leg under first, and then the right shin on top. You're going to rock forward onto your knees so that this left shin is resting into the middle of the right calf muscle. So this left knee is off the ground, right knee's on the ground there. And now sit your weight into that shin. So you're not sitting your butt to the ground. Your butt's going to still be in the air. You're just sitting all the way into that shin, so it's pressing deep into the calf muscle. So this should start to be very intense. And then you can give a little rock there. Oof. The movement makes it feel a bit worse, but it's good though. Likely this is more intense than the roller was. So this, you really should be leaning into this here. Find a spot where it's tight and just breathe through it. Play with the movements, whether it's a rock with a leg or whether it's a rock with the body back and forth. See what works. Maybe you just sink into it even deeper. Cool. Okay, back off a little bit and find another spot. Whether you want to go higher or lower on the calf, up to you. Find another spot and then sit back into it. So your left shin is pressing firmly into that right calf to create the pressure. Ironing out that tension. Make sure you're leaning into it. Okay, slowly come out of that. Make your way back to downward facing dog for a second. I'll turn sideways so you can see here. So once you get to your down dog, you're just trying to stretch the right heel down, stretch the right calf. So you can lift that left foot up, or you can hook the left big toe and index toe behind the right Achilles. As you press the right heel down, push your chest to your thigh. Breathe there. You can play with the distance of your down dog, whether you want to be longer or shorter. Longer will cause you to have to press the heel down more, might intensify the stretch. Good, now just to loosen here, to release it, take an inhale, lift your heel up as high as you can. Exhale, bring the heel back down. Two more like that. Inhale, lift the heel up. Exhale, bring it down. One more, inhale up. Exhale down. Good, release. Back to your knees. Your ankles behind you, sit your butt back. Legs kick forward again. And now we're gonna move into the left side. So bring your roller off to your left. Make sure you don't spill your drink. Very important. And then bring your roller right to the base now, or the bottom third of your left calf, okay? Once you have that, right leg comes on top. And then again, just go side to side here. Feel it out. Try to press into it. Pressing right leg into left as you're pressing the calf into the roller. You can already tell this one is worse. Okay, pause. Lift your butt up. Roll the bottom third of the calf. Up and down. And then pause, lean to the inside, inner portion, and then roll the bottom third, still in the inner portion. So I don't know what you guys have been watching on TV lately, but last night I watched a Platform on Netflix. Freaky ass movie. And of course the ending was like, what, really? It's over already? But if you like disturbing movies, it's worth a look. Okay, slowly come back down. It's definitely disturbing. Bring it up to the middle portion of your calf. Make your adjustments. And then just rock side to side. Netflix has this like top 10 trending shows and movies right now. So that was like number 4 and 5 the past week or so. So it was interesting. Tiger King, that was pretty amazing. If you didn't see that, that was a whole lot going on with that Tiger King show. Over the top. And I hear everybody's talking about Ozarks. I haven't checked into Ozarks yet. Maybe I'll get to that, but I haven't seen the first season, so I'll start from the beginning. All right, pause there. Lift up. Roll the middle third. Lean to the inside of it. Oh, there it is. Roll that inner portion of the middle third. Good, come back down. And I'll bring it to the upper third of the calf. Just a FYI, if you've got a roller like me that doesn't have elevated nubs, these are sissy rollers, honestly. I'll be a sissy, it's okay. But I think Christian out there, she got the one with the bumps on it, rock side to side. The one with the bumps on it, man, it gets intense. So if you have a flat one like this, or just small nubs and it's not enough, grab one of those ones with the big nubs on it, changes the game, big time. Okay, come on up, roll the middle upper section, right down the center, upper third. And lean to the inner portion. Oh, here's my spot. Inner upper. Oh, fuck. You can be as loud as you want. I can't hear you. Only your family can. It's all good. All right. Oh, slowly come down. So, the extra intense part. Bring the right leg under, then the left leg forward. Roll forward. Rock into it so that your right shin's resting on the left calf. Find a nice spot there and then sit your weight into it. You can rock, you can turn, whatever you need there, or just sink into it. But if your butt's on the ground, then you're taking weight off of it. So your butt should be in the air. You're just letting all your weight sink straight down over that calf muscle. Pressing into, or pressing right shin into left calf. Find another spot. Whether you want to go higher or lower, it's up to you. Oh, I went lower and it's bad. My entire left side is my bad side, so I guess it's good to know that. It sucks that it is that though. It'd be nice if they were just even, but that's not normal. You're always gonna have one side that's worse than the other. Let that go. Find your way back to down dog. So now just stretching the left calf. So reach left heel down. You can hook your big toe and index toe around the Achilles. Press back, heel down. Lengthen the stance, lock the hands more forward. You got to do that. And then inhale, lift your left heel as high as you can. Exhale, lower it, heel down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One more, inhale up. Exhale down. Good. Release. Bring your knees down. This time your toes stay tucked though. And sit back on the heels. So your shins are off the mat. Make sure the pinky toes aren't stuck under. And sit up nice and tall. Close your eyes again. Your chin fall to your chest. Head be heavy. Relax your shoulders. Breathe into the back of your neck. And as you inhale, lift your chin up. Look up to the ceiling. Shoulders relax. And as you look up, create the biggest underbite you can. So draw your lower jaw up to the ceiling. So your lower jaw juts up to the ceiling. You should feel more stretch through the front of your throat. Release that, come back to neutral with your head. Take an inhale. So turn your head as far as you can to the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale left. One more time, inhale center. Exhale right. Inhale center. Exhale left. Come back to center. Release the hands down, tap out the feet behind you a couple times. Shake out the feet. And then feet together, knees together, have a seat on your shins, moving into ankle stretch. So the idea here is that you're gonna take your hands back and lift your shins, knees up in the air. I got an ankle problem, I'm gonna show you that tonight. If you lean back, push the feet down, just lift the shins in the air. That's what we're trying to do, create a stretch through the front of your shins. But if it be right here, then just be right here. We're only here for another 5 seconds. Just breathe. Good. Slowly bring the shins down. Find tabletop. Kick one leg back at a time and shake it out. Good. And then stay on your hands and knees. Bring your roller directly under, right at the base of your knees. And then roll forward over the roller so the roller is right at the base of the knee, or base of the quads above the knees. Okay. Legs can be no more than hip width apart. Legs pretty close, really. Especially if you have one roller, legs can be together. If you have a small roller, legs together. And then just begin to roll back and forth for a moment. Just all the way, full range of motion. Just want you to notice where you're feeling more here, whether it's the lower or the upper portion. Knowing what to expect as we work our way through the muscle. For me right now, I feel this much more in that lower portion as we roll through. Okay, now pause with the roller at the base of the knee, right by the knees. And then you're gonna take your left leg behind the right leg if you can and hook the legs if you can and roll the bottom portion of your quad, just the right quad. If you can't get that left leg on top, it's too much, then just lean more weight to the right leg. So you're getting more into the right side. the left leg is resting on the right heel. Just a small roll, bottom third of the quadricep. Good. Pause. Bring the left leg back down, and then take the right leg behind the left, and then roll the bottom third of the left quadricep. Just back and forth. Good. Pause. Bring the right leg back down. Now work your way up more towards the middle. And then switching sides again, so the left leg comes on top. And then roll the middle portion of the quad. If you can't get the left leg on top of the right, just lean the weight more to the right. Focusing on the right quad. Middle portion, just back and forth. Good. Come back down. Left leg is down now. Roll. Right leg on top. Middle portion of your left quad. Roll. And if you need to keep the right quad down, that's fine, but lean the weight to the left side, so you're feeling more on the left here. Good. Come back down. Go to the upper portion of the quad. Left leg wants to come back on top again. And roll the upper portion of the right quadricep. As best you can, getting to the upper right side. Good. Come back. Take it off to that upper left. And then roll the upper left. Cool. Okay, pause, come back to center. Legs are together. Roll full range of motion again. Full range of motion. Let it out. So that was the warm-up for the quads. Now we're going to go deeper into these quadriceps. Okay. So come off the roller for a second. You're going to take it more off to the right side now. You're just going to go back to where you started at the base of the right quadricep. Just above the knee. Lean. You're going to bring your left leg out this time, and the right leg lifts off the ground. Then you just wag your leg side to side. Just wag it side to side. Lower fourth quad. And now pause. Roll more to the outer portion of that right quad, and then roll that bottom outer portion of the quad. So kind of right where the outside and the IT band meet. It's more quad than it is IT band though. So you're leaning weight to the right. Pause there. Take it to the middle portion. So take it a little higher. And again, just go side to side for a bit. Wag your foot from side to side. Scraping through the muscle here, breaking up the tissue. Breaking up the fascia so we can roll it out. Pause. Again, lean toward the outer portion. And then roll. Middle third of the quad. This might be the most intense we get in this practice. It should be up there. I've been doing a lot of bike riding lately, so that's why I think I'm feeling it the most here. Good. Pause. Take it to the upper third. And again, back to the beginning, wag it side to side. Good. Pause there. Again, roll to the outer portion of it. And just rock the upper third. Back and forth. Oh. You now go full range of motion, all the way up, all the way down, but on the outer portion of the quadricep. One more pass. And now bring it up to the top where your hip flexor is. So right under the hip bone there. Just feel a little meaty portion in there. You're just gonna rock side to side. So just open the chest up and rock it back down. So just open and close. Pause, open, and give a gentle little rock in there. This is not even an inch movement. It's a small movement right into that meaty portion right there with the chest open, the hips open. Right in the outer hip flexor. Okay, pause there. Lean into it for a second. Then lower back down. Rise up to tabletop. Take the roller out the way. Your right leg's gonna stay back. Swing the left leg forward. And you're gonna sit on the ground. If you need to use a block, you can put a block underneath your left glutes. You wanna keep this right heel outside the right hip. You're ideally trying to get both butt cheeks out. If you need to use a block or a pillow under your left hip, that's fine. And before we go back, we're actually gonna go forward first. So sit up tall, getting some left first. Take your breath in, lengthen up. As you exhale, just crawl forward and melt. Drop your head down, relax your shoulders, and just breathe. Full inhales, full exhales. Steady there. Breathe on. Breathe in to the left hamstring. No Rashid tonight, Cynthia. Just me solo. Slowly come back up. Now we're going to reverse to get into this left quadricep. Start to walk the right quadricep. So walk the hands back, lean back a little bit. If you're on a block, stay on the hands no lower than elbows. If your both butt cheeks are on the ground, you want to go all the way down to elbows or to your shoulder blades, go right ahead. You should feel this pulling through the base of the quad, up through all the way to the top into the hip flexor area. If you need a little more, possibly you bend the left knee Or you can hug the left knee into your chest. Or you can take the left foot into figure four or a half lotus if that works for your body. No need to force it. Just relax the right quadricep. Deep breath. 'If you're all the way down, use your hands and elbows to push back up. Listen close. When you get up, you're going to bend your left knee. You're going to use your hands to lift up so you can bring your left foot forward. Keep the right knee where it is. Coming into a lunge here, let the left foot go forward, the hips sink. The focus now is going to be this right hip flexor. So you want to focus on letting the hips drop. Keeping left ankle, left knee in line, left hip pulled back. And then you can bring your left hand to left knee, or right hand to left knee, and again, let the hips just sink. Focus is letting the hip flexor release. Breathe there. Three more rounds of breath. One more breath in. One more breath out. Release. Take the left leg back. Kick the right leg back, shake it out for a second, let it go. Okay. And now we're going to switch to the left with the roller. So bring the roller over to the left. You place it at the base of the knee. Roll forward. Right leg comes out, down to the elbows. So roller at the bottom third of the quad. Lift the left leg, and then wag it from side to side. Let's break the tissue up. Okay, pause there. Lean to the outer portion, so lean a bit left and roll the outer third of the quad, the bottom third on the outside. Make sure you don't die away. It's supposed to hurt a little bit as long as it's not sharp shooting pain, it's just a deep, intense pressure, and you'll be okay. Pause, take it to, and again, just rock side to side. Swing the leg, pick up that tissue. Pause, lean a little bit left, roll the outer middle third. Pause. Take it to the upper third. And then again, wag from side to side. Get as much range of motion there as you can. Pause, lean left a bit, roll the upper outer third. This is the worst. Okay, now full range of motion all the way top to bottom on that outer portion of the quad. Two more passes. Good. Take it all the way up to the base of the hip flexor, right under the hip bone. And then again, just open and close, open and close. Pause, open, lean into it, a little baby rock right in there, right into that little crease. Right on the hip flexor. Good. Pause, lean in, and relax. Come off of it. Take the roller out. So this time your left stays back. Right swings forward, step back. You need to use that block. Under the right glute this time. Trying to have both butt cheeks on the ground. So the left heel. Knees want to be close together. We're going forward first. So if you feel like you're leaning a lot, definitely get on a pillow or a block, prop up so you feel centered. So that when you fold forward here, you can feel it right in the middle of the right hamstring. Any leaning to either side is going to change the stretch. We want to be as centered as we can to get right down the middle of the right hamstring. Just relax, folding over your leg. Slowly make it. Start to work your way backwards. You can stay on the hands if you're on a block. Maybe come to elbows. And if you got both butt cheeks on the mat, maybe all the way to your shoulder blades. Wherever your body allows you to take it. My left ankle is saying, don't go too far. But focus now as you're stretching into your left quad. If you're all the way down and you want more, bend the right leg, or figure four, or half lotus, whatever makes sense if necessary. Anything you add on in these units should only increase sensation while maintaining alignment. If they increase sensation, you lose it. You're not. You want to somewhere else tomorrow, do it right. Can't take shortcuts to get there. Too many years of unwinding I'm trying to get rid of. It's not going to fix itself overnight. If you're all the way down, use your hands and your elbows. Push back up. When you get up, bend the right knee. Use the hands. Lift your butt up. Walk the right foot down. Sink forward into push. So you want to focus on left hip flexor. So get your alignment, right ankle below the right knee, hips are sinking, and then right hand to right thigh, right thigh. Let the hips drop. You can give a subtle hip as the left hip sinks. A gentle lift through your chest, and just breathe. One more inhale. Full exhale. Come down. Take your right leg back. Kick your leg back and shake out that left leg for a second. Get in relaxation without the roller. So right side of half pigeon. So right knee outside the right wrist. Sit up tall. Pause here for a second. Make sure left toes are pointing straight and slide your knee further back. Keep slide the knee back so the hips can sink straight down. Make sure the hips are nice and square so the right knee's a bit outside the right hip. And then when you're good, come down to the elbows. If that's enough, hang there with the head hang. If you can get the forehead to the mat, take forehead to the mat. Just relax. When you're done and you feel anything in the right hip flexor area, you can lift up and roll the skin out on the right inner thigh. More space in there. If you need more, try to bring your right more forward, but you don't need that. If you do that, the hips need to stay square, otherwise it's not important. Just relax. Cynthia, you're killing it. Keep it up. I hear you over there. Come back to your hands. Tuck your left toes. Find a three-legged dog for a second and shake out your right leg in the air. Just shake it out, roll out whatever you need there. Let it go. When you're good, left side of half pigeon. So left knee comes outside the left wrist. Sit up tall, get the hips square. Relax the right foot. Slide the right knee further back. Keep inching back there. Left hand can press the inner thigh away a little more. Make some more space there on your left side. And then drop down. Assess here. Any more adjustments, make them. When you're ready, relax as much as you can. Full inhales, full exhales. Come back up. Tuck the toes. Find three-legged lunge. Left leg up, shake it out. And then come back to your knees. Walk your knees forward, cross your ankles, back. Okay, so we got the hips open. We're gonna roll, especially the glutes, and then we're gonna get back into a little, hopefully a deeper hip stretch. So take the roller behind you and sit on top of it. Once you get up, you're gonna bend your knees. If you got a swoop, or whatever roller you got, take your body more to the left side of that roller. Bring your right leg into figure four. And then lean to the right. So you're on the right side of your glute, or the outside of your right glute, middle of it. And then just slowly just rock back and forth, fill it out. Notice where you feel more or less. Find a spot where you feel more, pause there, and then go side to side. Shake it side to side. Scrape out the muscle right there. So you're going left, like the roller. Okay, pause. And try to find another spot. Maybe you gotta roll a little more to the outside to get another meaty spot, or more to the inside, wherever you need to find, wherever you can find it. Find another meaty spot, just roll back and forth first. You might even need to drop down to the right elbow. That can be a possibility, whatever works. And then pause, and again, shake it side to side. Scrape it out. Good pause there, and then roll as deep, as far as you can, as much range as you can. Good. Come back up, sit up tall. Sit your butt off the rollers, or just roll to the ground in front of you. Keep the figure four. Drop the legs over to the left. Sit up taller. Left arm around the right leg. Push the right hip down, and then twist. And as you, I'm sorry, I missed something. Back off your twist. With your left hand, grab the outer right thigh, and you're gonna pull as you twist. So you're pulling to create stretch on the outer right IT band while you rotate. Bring your knee towards your chest and twisting away. One more breath in. Full breath out. Get back off the twist. Square pose. So lift the right ankle on top of the outer left knee. Bring your hips back to the front, or torso back. And you're trying to stack the shins here as best you can. So depending on how tight you are, if you're already at a place where you have this right knee all the way down and you got your shins completely stacked, then you're gonna take this in a shoelace pose, which is gonna look like this. Wrapping your thighs together, sit your butt down with the knees stacked. That's too much for me. If you are able to get this, you wanna work on bringing your shins parallel with your toes flexing to each other as you work to progress. Okay, but square might be enough. If your knee's still stuck in the air, you can bring that foot in more, bottom foot in more. That hopefully is enough at this point to get the knee to drop. And then we're just gonna fold forward again. If you want to add a little bit of shoulder in, come up a little bit with your chest. Take the right arm behind your back and try to crawl the right hand up the spine, middle finger towards the neck. Let the right shoulder open and then just drop back down. If that's too much, don't worry about that. Even a simple half bind in the right arm might give you a little something in the right shoulder. That might be enough. If it gets to be too much, just release the right arm. Slowly come back up. Release the right arm. If you still got the right arm, shake out the right arm. And then kick the right leg out. Kick your left leg out. Shake it out for a second. Good. And then bend the knees. Come back onto your rollers. So sit back on top. Hips a little bit over to the right side of the roller. Left leg comes on top in the figure four. Roll to the left a bit. And just roll back and forth a couple times. First, notice where you feel the most sensation. Wherever you feel the most, pause there and scrape it side to side. Scrape the tension away. Good. Pause. Roll a little further, more range of motion, back and forth. Good. Pause. Find another spot, maybe a little more to the outside. Roll a couple times first. Feel that new spot out. Find where you feel a lot. Pause there, and then shake it out again. Dig into it. Good. Pause. Roll that out. Full range of motion. And then sit up nice and tall. Keep the figure four. Bring your butt back down to the ground. Drop the legs over to the right. Sit up tall. You're going to hook the right arm around the outer left quad. Twist over to your left. As you pull, try to press left sit bone down as you're pulling left knee and rotating. Good. Gently back off. Bring that left ankle on top of the right inner knee. Turn back to the front. Find your square. And if square is not enough, take it back to shoelace with your left knee on top. Try to get the shins parallel as best you can. Let that left knee drop. If it's still high, make your adjustments. Whatever you need there. Lean into it. Start to fold. Take some breaths there. If you added the shoulder stretch, lift up a little bit so you can send the left arm this time behind your back. Crawl the hand up. And then drop back into your fold. Just breathe. If it's too much, don't worry about that. Slowly come up. Right leg, left leg kicks out. Right leg kicks out. Shake out your legs. Okay, we're right near the finish line. Take one last sip. You take one last sip. And we're gonna bring this roller right in between the shoulder blades. So take the roller in your hands, walk it back, and then lower down to onto the roller. So it's right between the shoulder blades. So it's above the rib cage, right between the shoulder blades. From there, take your hands behind your head, interlacing all 10 fingers, and just give a gentle roll. You can lift your butt a little bit as you roll back and forth. From top of shoulder blade to bottom of shoulder blade, so it's not too far. You can pause right in the middle of the shoulder blade, butt down, let your head drop back. Try to keep the elbows wide. If they can't stay wide, it's okay for the elbows to come in a little bit, drop the head, breathe. Extend your arms straight to the wall behind you and then drop all the way. Arms are straight. Just hang over the roller. Good. Bring your head up, hands to the back of the head again. Roll it down a little bit at the base of the shoulder blades, and then begin to rock left and right with the elbows wide, getting into the base of your lat muscle, right under the armpit. Rock into it side to side, feel it out. It should be right at the base of the armpit, base of the lat. When you get onto it, you should feel, it should feel pretty intense there. Okay, pause on the right side, find it, and just give a little gentle movement, slight open and close, just a little rotation on it. Pause on it, find a good spot and lean into it. You might need to search for it. Once you find it, you'll know. Just lean into it. You might even feel the pressure of it go all the way into the front of your shoulder. Okay, back away, come back to center. Take it over to the left. Make some adjustments, find it. Should be pretty juicy. And then just slight open, slight close, a little rock, a little movement into it. Doesn't have to be very big. Just so you're ironing it out. And then hold on it. Lean into it. Again, if you're on it, you might feel that shooting all the way to the front of your left shoulder. That's okay. This just tells you how it's all connected. Back off of it. Come back to center, lift your hips, and just roll a couple more times back and forth. And this time, cross your arms in front of you, like you're hugging yourself as you rock through your shoulder blades. Butt is in the air. And you can pause on one spot and just rock side to side a couple times. Feel that out. Maybe you wiggle side to side, going up and down as you wiggle. Good. Take the arms overhead, roll down, butt down. Let the roller be right at the base of your neck and right at the top of your shoulders, with the arms just hanging over the head towards the ground. The shoulders should be resting on the roller, so the arms might not make it to the ground. Just hang there. Think about letting the stretch go into the armpits. The armpits are opening up as the arms are falling back. Might feel good to rock the head side to side a couple times. Good. Roll the roller a little bit down the spine, just a little bit. Lift your head up. Bring the right arm by your side and roll onto your right outer shoulder. So you're on the roller, the right outside of your shoulder. And then just lean into that opening and closing a little bit. So letting the roller push into the outside of your shoulder. You might want to roll up and down, inch or so. Feel that out. Just get some movement in there. You explore it. Wherever you're feeling it, you can make your movements there and just get into your sensation for your body. Just focusing on the meaty part of the outer shoulder. And slowly rotate off to the other side. Make your adjustments. Get to the outside of your left shoulder. Lean into it. Start by just opening and closing a few times. Open and close. Maybe rock back and forth a little bit. You make your adjustments for your body. The movements don't need to be very big. Shoulder's not very big, so the movements can't be very big. Make your way back to your spine, bend the knees. Roll off the roller, so it again is where we started on the back of your neck. So come back to where we started the class with the roller at the back of the neck. Let it cradle your entire neck. This time, just let your legs go long. Toes fall wide, arms out. Once you're there, rock the head side to side a few times. And just breathe. So this is it. We're at the end point. You continue to rock your neck side to side as long as it feels good. When you decide you've had enough of that, give yourself 2 minutes in Shavasana. There's no rush to get to Shavasana. You can enjoy this neck stretch here for as long as you want. Whenever you do decide to go to Shavasana, though, literally give yourself 2 minutes. If you feel you need to count the seconds, that's okay. But the point when you get there is just to breathe and be still. So as long as your body's not moving, you're breathing, you're going to start to relax, whether you're counting or not. And if you end up falling asleep, that is great. It's okay if you drift away. That's what we're looking for. So I will leave you to find your Shavasana when the time is right. I thank each of you for making this time to be here, for giving this time to yourself, and for allowing me to guide you this evening. Tomorrow at noon, I will be doing a power flow, so noon tomorrow, that will be Friday. We'll post that tonight after this class so everybody knows. So be free at noon tomorrow. You should feel nice and relaxed from this, ready to go tomorrow for a nice, strong power flow class. Till then, I'll see you again soon. Thank you again. Namaste.